Let's make point projections for the Anaheim Ducks and the Boston Bruins for the 2026-2027 NHL season. Starting off with Cutter Gauthier. Last year, he had 76 games, 41 goals, and 28 assists for 69 points, which was very impressive goal scoring wise. This season, I'm expecting a slight regression for the Ducks in general, since they lost a lot of defensemen, and Troy Terry is going to miss the start of the season. In general, I think the Ducks are going to regress slightly, and I think Gauthier, he's not quite to the breakout mark in terms of games played. So I'll have him regress a little bit in goals, but more points. So that looks like 84 games played, 33 goals, and 49 assists for 82 points. So his points per game increase, but I think his shooting percentage is going to go down a little bit, even though he shoots from everywhere. Like I said in my rankings, left wingers rankings video, I'm very high on Gochi. I think he's going to be a 60 goal scorer one day, but not this season. Next is Leo Carlson. This past season, he played 70 games, had 29 goals, 38 assists for 67 points. This season, I have him playing 84 games, scoring 41 goals, adding 43 assists for 84 points, and his first official point a game season. Um, just before I go in, I forgot to mention I this year I wanted to put everybody at 84 games played, just so I have like it's a better comparable, between players. If everybody plays 84 games, I'll have something to compare. So that being said, Leo can miss some games, so we'll see if he plays all 84. Anyway, I'm expecting him to put up a point a game season and pick up a little bit more goals because Goche is going to score a little less. So that's my logic behind that. So a little bit of a breakout season for Leo Carlson, right? That's pretty interesting. I like this guy. We'll see if he lives up to the 18 mil. Next is Chris Kreider. This past season, he played 75 games, scored 22 goals, had 28 assists for 50 points. This season, I'm projecting him to play 84 games once again, 31 goals, 26 assists, 57 points. So more of the same. He's going to play 9 more games, so his numbers are slightly adjusted towards that, even though he has less assists, more goals in my mind. Um, uh, for, you know what Chris Kreider is going to give you, so I kind of kept it in the same range as he's always been, other than the 50 goal season. But yeah, so Chris Kreider should be a good vet. Next, Beckett Seneca. This season was his rookie season. He played all 82 games, had 23 goals, 37 assists for 60 points. This season, like I mentioned before, Troy Terry is going to be injured. He's going to miss the start of the season. So Beckett Seneca is going to have an increased role. Now, is he ready for that role? I'm not sure just yet. But even though I said he could like reach maybe a point a game this season in my right wingers rankings video, uh, I have to project him lower than that. So I gave him 84 games, 30 goals, 35 assists for 65 points. So the goals are going up, but the assists go down a little bit. This is a reflection of the worst defensive core they're going to have this season. So it's not really on Seneca per se, but like second year players sometimes struggle. We'll see what happens. He's gonna, like I said, he's gonna play on the top line to start the season. He could put up more points. We'll see what happens, but I'm high on him. I don't think 65 points is like bad or anything, so it's good. Next, Troy Terry. He played 61 games last season, had 19 goals, 38 assists for 57 points, so almost a point a game. The goals are kind of low, but I think we can all agree on the fact that his 37 goal season was a fluke more than anything. So like I mentioned like 10 times so far in this video, he's expected to miss the start of the season. So I have him missing 23 games, playing 61 games, and putting up 17 goals, 31 assists for 48 points. The reasons the stats are lower is because usually when players go through surgery in the off season, it kind of slows them down in the next season. So that's a factor. And like keep mentioning, I think the Ducks are going to regress a little bit, especially offensively. So I have his numbers a little lower. Now, hopefully, he gets to play more than 61 games, but I don't know if that's possible. Next, Michael Granlund or Mikhail Granlund. This season, he played 58 games, had 19 goals, 22 assists for 41 points. This coming season, I have him playing all 84 games, putting up 14 goals and having 44 assists for 58 points. So, kind of similar to Cutter Gauthier in the way that his I expect his goals to go down, but his points to go up. So maybe more of a playmaking year. Granlund struggles with injuries, so hopefully he can stay healthy. But if he's healthy, he can be a very solid second line center. 58 points is solid. Next, Jackson Lacombe. This season, he played all 82 games, had 10 goals, 48 assists for 58 points, uh, shutting me up for hitting on him. He's shown he's a very solid defenseman. Uh, a lot of defensemen left the Ducks this offseason, so I expect his role to increase as if it wasn't already a huge role, but I expect a jump in his numbers. So I gave him 84 games, 15 goals, 51 assists for 66 points. I could see the growth in his game. I like him. No, that's not true. I don't like him, but I like his odds at improving his numbers. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. 66 points is very good for a defenseman. So he's good. He's good. What can I say? Next is gonna be Ian Moore. This season, he played forward and defense, but he his stats were 67 games, 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points. Uh, this season, I have him projected for 84 games, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. Honestly, he could put up way more assists. I wouldn't be surprised to see him like crack 20, 25 points. I like Ian Moore. He's solid. Like I said, he played forward this season, so he's very versatile. He's young. He's good. What can I say? He's good. Not the most offensively gifted player, but he's solid. Next, Pavel Minchukov. Now, this might be the biggest beneficiary of the John Carlson and Zellweger leaving, all that stuff. So this season, he had 73 games played, 8 goals, 14 assists for 22 points. And I expect big things out of him. He just signed a big contract. So I gave him 84 games, 8 goals, 36 assists for 44 points. I expect him to double his numbers, double his points, because finally he's going to get to play on the second line power play at least, hopefully. And he's going to get to play more 5-on-5. So I expect his numbers to go up. If they don't go up, now the Ducks might really be in trouble. But I like Minchukov. I think he's solid. He's more defensively minded, but I think he can put up way more assists. Next is going to be Tristan Luno. This season, he only played one game and had 1 goal. The 2 years before that, he played like 6 and 7 games, 6, 7. One of those years, I think he put up like 1 goal, 2 assists, something like that. He's like a young defenseman, offensively minded. So I expect him to put up some points, uh, kind of similar to Olan Zellweger, if you will, maybe just right-handed. So this season, I have him projected for 84 games, 9 goals, 17 assists, and 26 points. I like the offensive upside for Luno. Now, hopefully they don't play him ahead of Minchukov on the second line power play. That would be sad. Maybe they play both, but hopefully, you know what? Hopefully they play both on the second line power play and put up some good numbers. Luno's gonna be in his rookie season if he stays the entire season in Anaheim. So we'll see what happens. As for the goalie, Lucas Dostal, this season in 25-26, it was a rough season. I didn't put up the save percentage numbers, but it is what it is. He played 56 games, 30 wins, four overtime or shootout losses, zero shutouts, and one assist. But like I said, I don't show the save percentage, but it was rough, below 900. This season, I'm expecting more of the same, maybe even worse. Maybe not in his individual numbers, but in overall numbers, I have him playing 80 games. That would be crazy. 58 games, have 27 wins, six overtime losses, one shutout, and one assist. But I expect Dostal to have a higher save percentage, like minimum 900. Now, if the Ducks win slightly less games and he plays better, I think that's entirely possible. But his numbers could also be horrible and they miss the playoffs entirely. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen because they're a young team. I want to see them improve, but you never know. As for the Boston Bruins now, we start with David Pasternak. This season, he played 77 games, only 29 goals, 71 assists for 100 points. That was his fourth straight 100-point season. Like I said, I think the goals are a little too low. So this upcoming season, I have him playing 84 games, putting up 44 goals with 56 assists for another 100-point season. I'm not sure he can still hit 100 points because Boston is not the best, but the saving grace here is they added JJ Peterka, so that could give a really good boost to the offense. And James Higgins is expected to play the entire season in Boston, so maybe the offense improves a little bit for the team. For Pasternak, he's a better goal scorer than what he showed this past season, so 44 goals is more where he should be around. We'll see if he's able to put up 56 assists or not. Next, Elias Lindholm. This season, he played 69 games, had 17 goals, 31 assists for 48 points, with a bunch of them coming on the power play. This upcoming season, I have him playing 84 games with 22 goals, 28 assists for 50 points. So, what is that? 15 more games and only two more points. Like I said, the power play numbers were very high. I don't expect him to put up that many points 5-on-4 again, but maybe his 5-on-5 offense compensates for that. I think he can score a little more. And yeah, what you see is what you're gonna get out of him. His contract is absolutely horrible, so uh, either he starts playing good or he gets traded or bought out, or yeah, we'll see what happens. But 50 points, not amazing, not amazing. Next, Morgan Geeky. This season, let's stop saying that. This past season, he had 81 games played, 39 goals, 29 assists for 68 points, almost a 40 goal season. He put up back to back over 20% shooting percentages. That was badly worded, but you know what I mean. So this season, I expect him to play 84 games, score 33 goals, have 27 assists for 60 points. So I expect a regression because having back-to-back seasons with shooting percentages over 20% is it's kind of crazy, especially for Morgan Geeky. We'll see if he still plays with Pasternak on the top line. I would like to see him try to play center because that would be the best lineup in my opinion. Like Morgan Geeky, JJ Peterka on one wing, and David Pasternak on the other wing. So I have him. scoring a little less goals, maybe a little less points because I'm not sure he can play center, and I think Marco Sturm's gonna prefer having Peterka with Pasternak, but we'll see. Next, speaking of the Devil, JJ Peterka, this season in Utah, he played 82 games, had 25 goals, 22 assists for 47 points. That's very low. He was deployed on the third line, on the second line power play. He didn't put up very many power play points. He's like he's much better than what he showed. He's much better than what he showed. Now he comes in Boston. He's gonna get a lot of opportunity. He's German. The coach is German, so there's a connection there. He might favor him a little bit, even though I don't think he needs that because I think he's amazing. So for all of those reasons and the power play usage, I have him projected for 84 games, 30 goals, 45 assists, 75 points. And honestly, he could put up a point a game. He's right around the breakout threshold, which is 200 games played. I think actually he passed it, but yeah, Paterka, he put up consistently over 25 goals. So cracking 30 goals shouldn't be very difficult. Now, if he plays with Pasternak and if he plays on the top line power play, especially, the 45 assists are very, very doable. So I could easily see him reaching point a game. For now, I have him at 75 points, but honestly, that's floor. That's floor. Shout out to JJ Peterka. I love that guy. Next, I don't love this guy though. Pavel Zaka. This season, he had a crazy career year. He's played 78 games, scored 30 goals with 35 assists for 65 points. Now he had I think it was 22% shooting. That's never happening again. Pack it up, Pavel Zaka. You're falling off. You're gone. Not like literally, but I expect them to fall out of the top six entirely. I see James Hagens taking his spot long term. Elias Lindholm could even play more than him. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of a Pavel Zaka hater, I won't lie, but here's the stats. Here's the stats: 84 games, 14 goals, 26 assists for 40 points. So quite the fall off, especially in the goal scoring department. But like I said, I saw 22% shooting. I saw his power play usage. I think he's not that good. I think it was a career year, and he's gonna regress back down to his regular average of around 40 points. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Next, James Hagens. James Hagens only played 2 games this past season. He had 1 assist. Now I expect him to stay the entire year up with the big club. So that would be 84 games, 27 goals, and 30 assists for 57 points. I'm very high on James Hagens. I think he should be the first line setter if Geeky can't play center. Um, Listen, a line of JJ Peterka, James Hagens, and David Pastrnak could do a lot of damage. And if it happens, he can easily put up the 57 points. Now, if he starts on the third line, third or fourth line, and doesn't get much power play time, things could go south very quick. But I have hope for him because he looks amazing to me, so they better play him. Next, with starting going to the defenseman, we have Charlie McAvoy this season. He played 69 games, had 11 goals and 50 assists. That was kind of his offensive breakout year. He played he was relatively healthy. Uh but yeah, he broke out offensively. Now, was it a career year? That's what I'm asking. His shooting percentage was kind of high. His power play points were through the roof, which is why I kind of expect a regression. Oh. That being said, I have him listed at 78 games because, yes, he received a 6 game suspension for what was it, slashing? I don't remember what he did, but he did some nasty shit in the playoffs. So he's going to miss the start of the season, which is why I put him at 78 games. Now I expect the goals to stay the same because he's going to play more games. So his shooting percentage should go down a little bit. But yeah, the assists, 44 assists, 55 games. So in a nutshell, slightly more games, slightly less points. So a slight regression. I hope he can put up another 60-point season, but I'm not the biggest Charlie McAvoy fan. I think he's more defensively minded. We'll see what happens. Next, Hampus Lindholm. This season, he had 67 games played, 5 goals, 21 assists for 26 points. The fall off has been kind of crazy from I think it was almost 50 points in his first season in Boston. Father Time is undefeated. I don't see how he bounces back that much. So I have him playing 84 games, scoring 4 goals with 26 assists for 30 points. So kind of respectable numbers. Hopefully he gets to be healthy because that's been the issue the past couple of years. But yeah, I think Hampus Lindholm should be a 30-point defenseman. And I don't think he's going to get much power play time because I think that's going to go to my boy Mason Lowry. And he deserves it because this season he had 73 games played, 7 goals, 19 assists for 26 points. And he's a very good skater. He's big, he's good defensively, and he's capable offensively. So I think they're going to play him on the power play, second unit, obviously. But if McAvoy goes down, Lowry is going to go on the top line power play. So I have him projected for 84 games played, 6 goals, 30 assists for 36 points. I think the goals go down a little bit, but the assists go through the roof, and he could very well reach 40 points this season. I'm very high on Lorai. He's in an he's in a contract here, I believe. Not sure though. He's an RFA. Not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens, as I keep saying. Next, Nikita Zadorov. This season, he played 81 games, had 2 goals, 20 assists for 22 points. I mean, this guy puts up 22 points every season. So I gave him 84 games, 5 goals, 18 assists, 23 points. Hey, one more point. That's a bonus. There you go. Finally, we have Jeremy Swayman, the goalie. This season, he played 55 games, won 31 of them, lost in overtime for 4 of them, gave them 2 shutouts and 0 assists. He was a Vesna finalist. He was very, very good. He kind of carried the Bruins along with Pasternak, but without Swayman, they would be nowhere near the playoffs. This season, I think it's going to be slightly more difficult. I think they they're like a bubble team. They might make the playoffs. They might not. They're kind of in a no man's land. So here are the stats I projected for Swayman. 60 games played because they traded Corpusalo and DiPietro is going to be the backup. So he's going to have to pick up a little bit more of the load. That's what she said. I gave him 30 wins, so more games, less wins, more overtime losses with rather than 4. One more shutout and still 0 assists. But I think Swayman's very good, so I could see him still putting up like maybe a 9-10 save percentage. We'll see what happens with the Bruins. I don't really expect them to make the playoffs, but yeah, that's it. I won't be giving my standing predictions right now, but that'll be in a later video. For now, that's it for this video. Tell me what you think about my predictions. Hopefully, it helps you in fantasy hockey. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out, Girl Scouts.